Hey everybody, welcome to the final FSP after show for the PC gaming show thing,
Indeed. Yeah.
AMD sponsored thing.
hmm
Um, so it wasn't entirely terrible.
No, it,
Wasn't very good either.
no, it was. I don't know. As I think I was trying to say to somebody, it was. I think for some PC gamers, it might have been really cool, but they talked about a lot of stuff I don't care about, and we'll get into that. But that's kind of the overall all thing about it.
They didn't really go into a lot of the things for me that make PC gaming awesome. Like
hmm
it would have been an opportunity to go be like, okay, not only like things like No Man's Sky was cool,
Yes.
what is it, Roller Coaster Planet or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, Coaster Planet, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. We got to finally see gameplay of Deus Ex, so they did. I
Yes.
give them credit; they did have that. A little bit of Hitman they talked about,
hmm
but the thing with me was there was nothing in that show that could have been condensed down in an hour show. They just drug everything way too long.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean,
Um,
just kind of sat there and talked with the developers for a little bit, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, it could have totally been
it's
condensed
kind
down.
of cool, but at the same time, like after the conferences at E3,
hmm
then you have your live streams, and I think that's the place to do it. I don't
Right.
think that was really the format. The format
Right.
was terrible, by the
Yeah, it
way.
was mostly the format that bothered
Um, yeah. So I mean, and then just the AMD kind of ad things made it awkward. I think.
me a little bit.
Um, so I don't know. It was cool to find out that like Microsoft actually backed it. I don't know how I feel about
hmm
like Xbox specifically backing it, but
Well, I think Microsoft's like whole gaming division now is just pretty much called Xbox, which is kind of
yeah,
weird. But I think that's just what they it is kind of weird, but that's what they're doing. Which that was I was kind of happy to see that they're bringing Killer Instinct to PC. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I would like to see more talk about what they kind of alluded to earlier in the week, working with Valve to
Right.
make PC gaming bigger. What's that mean?
Right.
Um, so yeah, I mean, there was a lot of that there, but like for what would like to see from a PC gaming show is not only like give it like the traditional format, like the consoles, make it look important, but
hmm
really honestly, like consoles have compared to the consoles, we have the most exclusives and the most unique games. And I
Right.
feel like they just hit what was popular
Pretty much. Yeah.
and not what and not like the little niche stuff out there that's like really
hmm
cool, like little bits of discovery. They had a couple things like Strafe was cool that was
Yeah.
there.
It's strafe.
Um, but at the same time, like the other thing I would show off is like, hey, I would bring modders out and I'd have a mod be like, hey, this is the mod I'm working on for this game. This is when you can expect it out, and like
hmm
really pump up like modders too, because those guys are just as important to the ecosystem as
Right.
really the game makers to me. Um,
Yeah,
really,
it would
they
have been
mentioned
cool to see
mods, but
yeah, it would have been cool to see like Skywind or something like one like some of the
yeah,
big mods.
great. Yeah, would have been great to see Skywind. Great
Uh,
example.
yeah, but
Um,
yeah,
yeah, and then
um,
like we had Cliff come out and talk about how CS:GO is awesome.
yeah, it was kind of
But
weird. Like I felt like he didn't really talk about his own game that much.
yeah,
Like
and
again, I think it was had to do more with the format because it was like a sit down talk format, which again, like everybody has those things, and they could have just had their PC centric one off to the side. Like this wasn't. I felt like the conference should have been more like how the traditional ones where they have them come out, they pitch their thing and everything. And I think Cliffy, I mean, his game is PC only for right now, and I think that would have been great if he talked and showed that off more. But
I think he didn't have anything to show off. But I think at the same time, like Cliff's smart, I'll give him that.
yeah, oh, yeah,
But at the same time, it was like I don't really have anything to show, but at least I can get out there and kind of talk about it, and talk about PC gaming, and keep people's minds that yes, I still have this going on and it's still going. Because
hmm
like he said, there's a lot of competition for him now.
right,
And like when asked like what's unique about it, he was like the art style. I'm like,
hmm
okay. I was a little bit nervous that he's using Counter Strike as like a focus now on his
hmm
game. I'm like, I don't know if that's what I want. Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, Counter Strike's a great game, but it's a very very old game, and
hmm
there's just ones out there that are newer doing it better.
I
Insurgency.
agreed. Yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I want to say I was disappointed in the format of the
Yeah,
show, and
agreed.
it drug on way longer than it needed to. That could have
I
been
think
hashed out in an
they,
hour.
I, yeah, I was thinking about an hour and a half. If they would just had all those people like just come out and talk about their thing and done it like the traditional style, yeah, they could have cut down to an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Like I would fine with the AMD thing too. Like if they came out and they're like, "Here's the card," and they show it off and they should tell what it can do and do all this stuff, and then get done, get out of there.
yeah. I don't mind technology stuff at all,
Right.
honestly. It's just the way it was presented. It was
Hmm.
like the whole thing, and then the whole show too. It was kind of my problem was the guy, the host. He might be a great guy or whatever, but like his whole lines, like the questions he's asking, all that was canned beforehand.
Oh
It's
yeah.
all scripted. The responses were all scripted.
Hmm.
There's no off the cuff like this is like anybody just like straight up being enthusiastic. Like this is why I like PC gaming. The most enthusiastic person on stage there that was actually intelligently like conveying how much he loved it was like Cliff.
Right.
Everybody else just seemed like kind of like this and
Hmm.
like almost like it was like kind of like a drag to be there in a way.
Right.
I even noticed like the Twitch numbers, like they lost 20,000 viewers during that show. So
Hmm.
obviously we're not the only ones that kind of felt that way.
Right.
And
Yeah. I
then
mean, I was throwing in and out here and there.
yeah, and I even saw a couple shots of like the crowd. And there were people getting up and leaving.
Yeah. And it
So
wasn't like there was that many people there either.
no, no.
Um.
I hope
Yeah.
they do another one. I don't mind having sponsorships. The thing that kind of made me mad about it, and the technology thing is a cool idea, but it was like watching a commercial.
Yeah.
I would rather see somebody come out instead of like it being canned, trying to
Hmm.
sell their products, being really enthusiastic. This is why AMD cards are better. And you know what? Even better, let Nvidia come in there and make a counterpoint. Put Pearson in there right after
Hmm.
AMD to kind of counterpoint their part or whatnot.
Right.
Because ultimately, it's a platform of choice,
Hmm.
and that's what makes it great. So to have is all that information and education out there is why I would like to see it. It was kind of one sided, and
Hmm.
like I said, it's just like watching a cheesy commercial.
Right. One, I did like that they showed a few like indie developers and stuff as well, though. That was pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
there was that oh god, I can't remember the name of it already. That one, that like
the water
2D
killer.
twin stick. No,
Oh,
the twin stick shooter.
what did they call it? Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that was a really good looking one. Yeah,
It was really cool, and how
yeah,
they were actually playing it on stage. Like I wanted to see more of that. Like there was only a few games that did that.
yeah. That was another thing too. Like the games they were showing on stage, no sound.
Yeah, there was no sound.
Like, really,
Uh,
guys? I know it's your first rodeo, but you really made it look like it was your first rodeo.
hmm.
Um, yeah. So I mean, there's definitely room of improvement. My feedback to them would be not terrible, but don't do that again.
Right.
It,
Yeah, it
there's
could have
huge
been
rooms of
worse,
improvement.
but yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, be proud that you didn't have the hoop god.
Yeah,
So
yeah, there was nothing like super cheesy or anything really. I mean, like that, like nothing over the top crazy like that. But
yeah, but at the end of the day, for PC gamers, there's a lot of PC gamers out there, just like there's console gamers that don't really follow all the news or really into the gaming industry as much as we are. So for us, it kind of fell flat because there's a lot of stuff that we'd already seen,
yeah, we already knew
and
about
most of it was already in the same stages that we've seen it in before,
them.
like
Hmm.
months and months ago. But for the 150,000 people ended up sticking around and watching it, they probably got to see like Strafe for the first time or whatever, and
Right.
that's great for those guys. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's like there's so many indie games and stuff coming out. I would just like to see them just go, especially for a 3 hour show. They could just like put a shit ton of stuff on, just go like real quick, like
Hmm.
rapid fire. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
I know
don't
a
know what
little bit.
it was.
Probably you'll probably call me a little bit fanboy. I was glad. I was glad they at least got something with Chris Roberts because I mean, Star Citizen is kind of leading the way of like the hardcore like PC hardware pushing type of game coming out in the future. So
Yeah, and I mean it was nice. He didn't really have much to show, but it was kind of
right.
like him getting a chance to say thank you to all the
Hmm.
supporters. I thought that was pretty cool. He's a very humble guy actually.
Yeah, he is.
So I thought it was
He's a
pretty
very
cool
nice
for
guy.
him to get on video and just basically say, "Hey, look, this is I'm you guys are my boss. You paid
All
for
right.
this, so thanks."
Hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, and to be fair to his credit, there's like a lot of Kickstarters out there that take the money and run. Like he's one of the few guys that's actually listening to people what they want, and it's like it's causing a slower development cycle. But at least at the end of the day, like most people, I think are going to be happy with what they're going to
Right.
get. That's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, I was glad I got to see Deus Ex. I was glad I got to see Strafe up there.
Right.
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon was probably my biggest surprise because I actually not heard of that before.
Right. I
think
didn't hear of it before either. It looked cool.
Yeah, it did look really cool. So I'm kind of psyched for that one.
Mhm.
But other than that, it was just kind of a flat line. Not like dead. I just mean like no highs, no lows. Just
Right.
Just
Yeah, it was okay.
the guy with his 6-core monitor kind of got on my nerves at the beginning, but towards the end, kind of calmed down.
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah,
I think he was worn out.
To me, it seemed like his Ritalin started kicking in like halfway through or something.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
anyways, yeah. So that's the shows for E3. I'll have something else up in the next couple of days for it. Just kind of going through like some of the other news that might have like come out or be talked about or whatnot. Maybe like a little reel of like all the best moments from E3 that were shown on streams and stuff like that.
Was it something I actually saw during one of the middle ones? I thought was actually really cool. Was I saw was it King's Quest?
Yeah.
I don't believe we actually talked about that in the show. It looked really cool. It looked like they were taking a lot of stuff like what Telltale was doing and doing it better, like from what I could tell. So like at least like it's a lot of the same graphic style, but like better animations and like a lot of that kind of things. Like it felt like a bigger budget version of a Telltale game, which I thought was really cool again.
That's pretty cool. So is that mostly PC or is that also?
As far as I know, right now it's only PC, but I could be wrong on that.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
But yeah, I mean it looked really good, and I guess that's like Sierra's like foray coming back is like that's their main game.
Yeah, I know it would have been the second time talking about it, but I was really shocked that Doom wasn't there.
Yeah.
That seemed like an odd thing not to have.
Make a point.
Like, I kind of feel like the Doom stuff that they showed the other night, they could have, like, cut the first part in half and then, like, left the hell bit for that show.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard when, like, you're hosting that, but yeah, it'd be good to go here. And also, I mean, it's a PC one, so it's not like, hey, guys, you come here, you need to show off stuff. It's, hey, can you show off stuff? And I think with Bethesda, it was just like we're already way too busy.
Yeah, I mean, if I was PC gamer and AMD, I would have been like really going up to him and be like, "Hey, why don't you come? We'll have the new hardware there. We'll work with you and we'll set up a PC with the new hardware." Because I guess their system had the 2 new GPUs in it.
Yeah.
And we'll just go through and show the settings on Doom 3 that we have so far, or Doom, I should say, Doom 3, and just crank everything up. And see what it does, like live demo of like how those like cards go, because I'm sure it's probably like $1,800 worth of GPUs in that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they played Strafe and Enter the Gungeon, but
whatever. I know that's what I was saying. I'm like, wow, they picked games that really push that hardware on there.
Yeah, it's like they could have come out with like Doom and be like, yes, it's an optimized, it's not finished, but let's see what it does. It would have been something cool like that.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Anyways, let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure that the stream actually worked because it's weird. But anyways, I got nothing else to say. Actually, in all honesty, like E3 has been really good this year.
It has been.
Today was kind of a little more I would say like even keel, more of the flow that we expect. But
right.
Yeah, so
not terrible, but nothing like super exciting.
Yeah, and when I say that, like in all honesty, it's still been like the best E3 in like 5 years.
Yeah, it's
been pretty damn good. So yeah, so we'll see you guys probably.
And while we're at it, before we get off of here, where is it? Hold on. I'm doing it.
No. Okay.
2.8 million we're at for Shenmue 3, just to let everyone know.
2.8?
2.8, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funded.
Oh yeah, it's been funded.
Is it going to get funded twice? That's what I want to know.
No. What do you mean? Like, Sony says they are helping them with
No, I'm saying, is it
funding
going to
too.
hit 4 million?
Oh, probably.
What happens in the situation? It ends up making like 10 million, and he could just like probably just say, "Well, Sony, I don't really need you, so
Yeah, maybe. I don't
thanks
know.
for."
I'm sure he'll still be like, yeah, because I mean, again, back in '99, it cost him like what, $50 million. I'm sure he's gonna want more.
Yeah, this just seemed like they needed to prove something.
Yeah, this is to see if people really actually wanted it.
Yeah, which I don't know how I feel about Kickstarter because then you're using actual money. And
Right.
it's like, I wish somebody would make a site for just this kind of thing. It's like, do you want it? Vote yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, we were going to give them the money anyways to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
I mean,
All right.
well,
Huh?
that's another conversation another time.
Oh, I mean, we could talk about that on the podcast this weekend. We'll see what the tally is then.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, anyways, you got a show coming Wednesday?
Yep,
Or
tomorrow.
All right. So tomorrow new show, and I guess like the end of E3 coverage that I'll do, or like
Mhm.
highlights and whatnot. I'll probably end up having that on Friday then,
Alright.
because I will be out all day Thursday doing stuff, looking at whales and whatnot.
Look at whales.
Yeah, we got a pod that came through, so we're gonna go take a boat out and go
Sounds cool.
whale watching.
I got my
yeah.
long trip.
Yeah, you gotta get ready for your long trip.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, yeah, guys, E3.
Yep.
Play
Everyone
something.
enjoy. Yeah, go play.